Hi everybody, it is Linda from the Crafting Depot, and my last video I painted this shore of rocks in this sketchbook, and today I just decided to do some doodling painting. So I'm not 100% sure, but I sketched out, some hearts, butterfly, some flowers, and then some odd shapes. So I'm just going to go in and start painting this with, I'm using the Kuretake paints. Probably going to start with my 8 round from Princeton, and then I have my other brushes smaller, and I also have the Elite from Princeton. It's a number 6. I believe it's a number 6. No, number 9. No, 6. I guess depending which way you look at it. And then I have this waterproof sketch pens. This is by Staedtler. So I have these. I may be using that also. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to wet down the inside of the butterfly, and then I'm going to apply some paint. So what I'm thinking about also is I'm going to use red because I'm also going to be doing other things to the, let me wet this. I'm going to be doing more like an abstract. So after I fill this in, I'm going to go around it with some gold paint by Kuretake. I have these gold paints, and this is the Kuretake set. There's 48, I believe 48 colors in here, and I really like it because the colors come out. I'm used to painting with acrylics, and they're kind of like acrylics, so I use the red. I'm going to go to the next red over, and I'm going to just drop this in because we're going to be doodling over this after that. And we'll go over to the cadmium red, and we'll just drop it in. And then we'll go to the, I think this is, let me look at it. I always, Rose Madder Deep. So I'm going to do Rose Madder Deep up here. So this is just different shades of red. And I'm applying it wet on wet, which originally I wanted to just do the corners, but then I changed my mind and I just filled the whole thing in. So it's just different shades of red. You can apply any color you want. Okay, so then we're going to go over here and we're going to do turquoise. I am just intuitively picking up different colors. There is no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just painting away and just relaxing. Got up early this morning, which I usually get up like around 7, and watched a lot of videos. Got outside, went for a walk, hit the gym, another walk, came back, and decided to paint. So this is a sketchbook by, I forget the name of the company. Let me see if I can find it. Back here, I put it in here. It's a sketchbook, Tumuarta. Okay, so it's 100% cotton, it's cold press, and there's 24 sheets in it, 7.5 by 5. So I keep this just to remind me what it is. Sorry, I just got a sip of coffee. I feel tired, so I'm trying to keep myself awake. Okay, so we went into the teal. Now we're going to go into, this is a mixture of horizon blue, and I think it's got some green in it from, and I'm going to wet my brush to help spread that. What's nice about the Kuretake paints is that They can be very opaque, and there's so many colors, so many choices in the set that makes it a lot of fun and enjoyable. Okay, so we got that. And maybe we'll go over here and do it again. And I just want to ask you, if you're please watching my video and you haven't subscribed, if you could please just help me out by liking and subscribing to my channel. Coming up on a year of doing this, and I'm really trying to, you know, YouTube looks at what the people are looking at. So, you know, even though you may be looking at my channel, if you're not subscribing, it doesn't, you know, it really tells YouTube that my channel is not worthy of sending out. So I'm trying to teach people. I started off doing junk journals, and I kind of got tired of it and really wanted to do what I have been doing in the past, which is painting. So I've always delved into acrylics. I tried watercolor. I stopped doing it, not watercolor, I'm sorry. I tried oils and took a class on it. But what I didn't like about it was all the chemicals that are used. So I steered away from it. And I went to doing let me go, I'm thinking. I went to using the acrylics. So we're going to go around this like this. And like I said, I'm not, you know, this was not pre-planned. I'm just intuitively grabbing colors that I like out of the Kuretake set and just painting along. And this is going to be kind of like an easy kind of introduction to painting with watercolors. So now watercolors are really a fantastic medium. And what I like about what I'm doing right now is that I feel like anybody can do this to get started, at least. And there are so many talented artists out there to watch. And I highly recommend, you know, doing your own search and finding people that you really like. And I'm hoping that you will stay with me and you know, find my channel interesting. So yes, again, if you could please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, if you could hit the subscribe button, and if you'd like to get notified, you have to hit the bell to get notified on what I'm doing. I also have an Etsy shop or store, and in it I have some journals that I've made in the past. So if you'd like to check that out, you can. I also have paper packs and fabric packs if you're interested in checking that out for journals. But right now I'm focusing more so on painting. So my channel will be changing into that. I have over 200 videos in my playlist of ideas of things that you can make to help you with your junk journals. So if you want to check that out, if you're interested in doing junk journals, I have that. If you're interested in learning about watercolor, that's what I'm going to be doing. I absolutely love watercolor, and I think it's very appealing. And I'm going to do pink here. So let's wet that down, get the pink. And keep going. So I have been showing some of my stuff to friends who absolutely like it. So I figured, you know what, let me just keep going. And it really helps if you do subscribe to the channel. And I love getting to know you, where you're from. It's just very, you know, it's exciting. Okay, let's do this. And we'll try going in here. I think it should be dry now. So these are all just whimsical, easy kinds of things that we can all do this. Let's add some of that. And I'm just going around the edges with, what am I using? Burnt sienna. There we go. And we'll just take this and move it up. The burnt sienna. I had too much water there, so it's kind of puddling. And then if you just roll your brush, you can pick it up. So let me try that again. I had too much water. There we go. And we'll let that dry. Okay, the bird. Let's see, we got too much water here. It's a little dark, but you know what? We're going to fill that in later. Okay, so what should we do over here? So we have, I think I'm going to get the cadmium orange. And we're going to go in here, go with the brush, and just go around like that. Painting has saved me. I live alone. I have 2 children, 5 grandchildren who live about 3.5 hours away. And now my daughter has her house up for sale and she's moving to Maine. Her and her husband love it up there. They went there. Well, he's been there so many times, and we're all from Long Island, so we're used to, or they're used to, the seasons. My daughter loves, you know, snow and all that stuff, so, and she wants to raise her kids up there, and I'm happy for them. I think it's going to be a good move, and you have to let go and let your kids do what they want to do. It's sad, you know, for me and my son, we're going to miss them, but you know what? I can remember a time when I wanted to leave Long Island desperately. Okay, we're going to go like this. This is the branch. Okay, now what color should we paint the bird? The bird, okay, so let's think about this. Let's go in with the cadmium red. I'm gonna go in with cadmium red. Oh no, is that cadmium red? Cadmium scarlet. And we're just gonna give you a whimsical little pointed tail. We're going to go around like this, and you're going to have a little body. I'm going to paint you all one color. go. And maybe we'll do a little rose. What are we doing here? Rose madder. Give you a little rose madder beak. Yeah, so I bought these new pens. They're pigment liners, and they come in different thicknesses. So the reason why I bought these, they're Staedtlers, is that it says here, fine liner for writing, drawing, and creative note-taking. Approximate widths. They come in all these different widths. 0.5, 0.5, 1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.8, 1.0, and 1.2. And what I like about them is that they are waterproof. And it says that they're erasable on drafting paper with no bleeding when highlighted. So and you can leave the cap off for 12 hours without it drying up. So that's pretty good too. I don't like to leave the caps off, but you know, sometimes it happens. So I got this whole set, and I'm going to be using the 0.5 liner. So let's now, what I want to do is go around everything. Going to use, I think I'm going to use the lime green. So we're going to go around here. And I think I'm going to use different colors around each section. Not the same color. Go around like this, and it's super bright, which I like, because I love bright colors. Boy, the world has changed, huh? Very different from what I grew up around. It's very difficult to raise children today. Very different. You really have to keep your eyes open on everything they're doing and wherever they're going, because they are easily influenced by their peers. Not that we weren't, but there's more things going on out there that children shouldn't be exposed to. And that kind of worries me. I think that's why my daughter wants to move up to Maine, to get away from, move to a more urban area. Okay, so there, we got that. Now we're going to move into the cadmium yellow. And we'll wet that, and here we go. We're going in. So this is just playful painting to show you to have fun. That's what it's all about. Just playing with paint and having fun. I'm going to bring this down. And we'll stop about here. There we go. And then maybe what we will get is the orange. Get the orange and we'll blend in here. Yeah, I feel sorry for parents today who are trying to feed their children, you know, something good that does not have GMOs in it. They're all tired from working and they're grabbing these processed things that have chemicals in them, and it's not good for the children. I had to talk to my son about it, you know, and I was also worried about him because he's eating a lot of eggs, and although eggs are good for you, we have to be very careful of the cholesterol. Okay, so let's move along. So we're gonna go in with this color, which is Indian red. We're doing Indian red, and we're gonna come over here, the Indian red. Oops, I just realized I'm too close to where I did it already. So we're just gonna stop like this, and then maybe go in here like this. Yes, I had to tell him, you know, don't, you know, like it's so easy to make French toast. You don't need to buy the pre-made things like French toast. Super easy. Which I know he was listening. You know, there's such an increase in children with autism, you know, and you can't argue with the pharmaceutical companies. They win all the time. And since I was young, I never saw as many autistic children as I have in my career teaching. Or even not just autistic children, but even children that have a hard time focusing and, you know, just sitting still. Although being a teacher, I don't agree with the curriculum that we're teaching kids. I can remember I was teaching kindergarten. The superintendent wanted these little kids who didn't even know their ABCs coming in the door to be writing 8 sentences by the end of the year. You know how much pressure that puts on a teacher? And, you know, developmentally, they're just not ready to do that. So, you know, and it also lowers a lot of individuals' self-esteem. I'm going to move this over because, you know, the average curriculum is a one-size-fits-all, and it doesn't fit all. And a lot of kids are not interested in the boring stuff that we force them to learn. So, that's how I feel about that. I mean, learning to read basic math is very important, but you got to find out the stuff that they're interested in reading also. Okay, here we go. Enough of that. So, like I said, I didn't know what colors I was going to use. This is just an impromptu. I'm just picking colors out of the Kuretake set and painting, which is what I enjoy doing. Alrighty, and now we're going to maybe pick up some, we got the light. Okay, so what are we going to do? Here are some colors I hardly ever use. So Prussian blue, we're going to use Prussian blue. I don't think I've ever used it. So we're going to use it today. And we're going to start over here and put some more water on the brush. Bring it around. And not worried about it bleeding into the cadmium orange. You can make a point there like that. There we go. And then we'll go in here. And then around here. And then we're going to pick up the next one, which is indigo. I know I've used indigo, but it doesn't look like I have. So we're going to come over here, turn the book around, and we're going to go around this with indigo. And we're just going to paint and have fun. And it looks like I'm painting into the paper that I'm trying to block off my previous painting so we could focus on this. Okay, and we'll bring this over. And the indigo kind of looks like the Prussian blue. And we're going to go like this. Like that. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And we're going to go in with some cadmium orange over here. Even though it has some of my indigo on it, I'm not too worried. It's a little muddy. That's okay. And we're going to go around here like this. And I could use a smaller brush, but I'm going to continue with this. And the cadmium orange now is taking a different shade because it's mixed in a little bit with the indigo, but I kind of like it. Okay, so we're going to bring that out here. We're going to wet the brush, go back into the cadmium orange, which has some indigo on it, and we're going to continue on and blend it like that. And we're going to just go in with the point like this and blend it. Okay, so we're going to let that dry and we'll be right back. Let me see. Okay, so I'm back. So now what I'm going to use is the Kuretake, I'm not sure the name of this, but it's got different shades of gold and silver, and I'm going to go in with the gold. And as you can see, I put a lot of water in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make little, well, that doesn't show up very well, does it? Nope, looks like we're not doing that there. So we're going to go down this shape and I'm going to go around it. This might be a little bit too, I might have put too much water in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make little stripes and then maybe circles. And we'll go back over this because there was too much water. And I think I'll take the Kuretakes out again because I'm going to use some different colors, not just the gold. So let me move that over. And I think what I'm going to do is get the Indian red. Let's wet that. And I'm using a smaller brush, so I'm going to go like that. And around. There we go. And then with this one, we're going to be doing circles. Like that. So the painting's going to have kind of like an abstract appearance to it. So now we have this bird that looks kind of funny here. We're going to get maroon. And I'm going to go in here. I'm going to do what looks like some V's. And then maybe go back in. Let's see with the gold. We do a dot on top of it. And now we have, okay, so let's see. We have the yellow ochre. It's not wet, so we're going to wet it with the brush. And, oh, we have the eye. We have to put the eye in. All right, we'll go over that. All right, so we're going to go around like that, around the beak. It almost looks like gold, actually. There we go. We need a little eyeball. So the eyeball is usually right next to the beak. And we're going to color that beak in. There we go. And we're going to go up like that. I'm just going to draw lines going up. Maybe make it a little bit thicker. There we go. Okay, and I want to put in the legs. So I'm going to use the 0.5 what did I say it was? The Staedtler pens. So we're going to put 2 feet like that, because the other foot is on the other side. There we go. And we're going to continue on. Let's see what this looks like. This is like a white or silver. I'm going to put silver on the inside of this. See how that looks. Okay, and then we'll continue, we'll carry on with the silver. This is my first time doing this, so it's all an experiment. So we're mixing silver and gold. My God, silver and gold, if you look on the internet, it's really going up. Yesterday, it was silver was like over $30 an ounce, and gold was like $2,400 an ounce, which is like $400 more than it was a few years ago. Not that long ago. I think 2021. And then it went down to like 1,800. I don't know what's going on, but something is. Something's happening in this crazy world we live in. Okay, what are we going to do now? We're going to go back into the gold. And that is the long guy. I apologize. And you know what? We're going to give you a little gold in here, and we're just going to go around like this. And where we have the purple, I'm going to outline it with gold. Gold and silver. Silver and gold. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do little, that might be too much. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go around this flower with the silver, the gold. Here we go. And then maybe what we'll do is a few little dots of silver. will put, I don't know what color this is. This is a mixture. I'll put you in the middle. Actually, I like that. Nice. Okay. Then I'm going to get, no I'm not. Is this the one I was using? Which one was I using? I was using 0. You know what? I'm going to use the number 3. No, I'm not. Am I? Let me see. Let's get more. I'm going to use the number 3, and I'm going to be painting leaves. And here we go. And we'll get some more gold, and we'll come up this way. And we're going to make some stems coming down like this. And we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, so we got that going. And maybe what we'll do is more gold on the outside. And we're going to outline the butterfly. I know I outlined it with another color. We're going to change that. There we go. And we're going to outline the heart. Turn it this way. That's my oven. I opened the oven today and realized it really needed to be cleaned. Let me go turn it off. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to do some crosshatch over here. Like that. And this is just a great exercise for getting you started without any fear of painting. This is something we can all do. And we will bring that down. There we go. So we got some crosshatch. And then in here, we're going to do some squigglies. So we're going to do some, is this dry? We're going to do some flowers. I'm going to do 5 petals in each one. Five. This one will be coming off. There we go. That could have been better. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do one over here. This one can come I thought it was going to come off. Okay, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And then I would like to do something in here. So in light of the other colors that we're using, let's get the maroon. So we're going to do some diamonds. Go, and maybe we'll get some darker green here, hooker's green. Pick up the hooker's green, and we will do just these little shapes. Like that. And then maybe some lines. Some circles. Just to give it a little bit of interest. There we go. I mean, this is endless. Okay, so we're going back over to the Indian red. And whoops. We're going to do some petals, leaves. And we're just going to go around like that. Just make them a little bit thinner. Turn the page. Like that. Okay, so we have a little interest going over there. And then here, I think I want to get the rose madder, and we're just going to do little swirls like that. More rose madder. Wet the brush just a little bit, and we're going to go in like that. It's not really that noticeable. Maybe I should get some more rose madder deep. Yeah, that's what it needed. Rose madder deep. So here we go. And around we go. And we'll go over this one. Like that. And you know, watercolors, as you probably already know, they dry lighter than, and we're going to get some rose madder again. And we're going to come in here, and we're just going to go around the outer edge, and then we're going to go lines across, like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Indian red, and I'm going to go into these petals and just give it a little bit of, too much water. Okay. There we go. Just going to fill the inside of the petals up to give it a little bit more contrast. And with the Indian red, a little bit of water. Okay, one more. Okay. So what I would like to do next is take the gold and just go inside these diamonds. Okay, got those. And then maybe what we'll do over here is we'll get some. Now we'll just do outlines of leaves. And we'll go back in here. And we will turn the book. And I have to be careful that I don't bump into the wet paint. Okay, so I'm going to give that a minute to dry, and then we're going to come back and do some pen. So I'm back, and now we're going to take the black pen and we're going to start going over some of the leaves and go down, up, up, and just outline and draw some veins. And then we'll do the same thing here. And this time we'll just do some lines on either side. Like that. Okay, and then I am going to outline some of this crosshatch. And we'll go over the eye. We're going to give him an eye like this. I'm going to go around. And we'll just go next to the gold little lines. Just next to them. There we go. Outline the beak. Go around the body. Over the head. And the back of the tail. Okay, so we're going to outline these petals, leaves, petals, actually. And just go around like that. I can hear my wind chimes ringing. I love them. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put some little dots inside the leaves. There we go. Okay, and then I think what I'll do is put, let's see how the gold, will the gold show up? Not that much. So we're going to go over it with little black dots in the middle. And then we are going to go around the squigglies and outline some of this. There we go. And we'll outline this flower. Okay, and we're just going to continue on here. I hope that I didn't lose any of you. I know it's a long video, But as you can see, when you start adding different pens and things, it does change the look. Okay, and then we're going to go around. The leaves here. And then we're going to connect them. And we're going to draw a line down, and we're going to do lines. And then maybe some dots. And we're going to do the same thing here. And maybe do like that. Okay, then I have my gold pen. Let's see how that works out. And we're just going to draw some gold lines and outline it. Then we're going to outline this branch. And then we're just going to do little squigglies. Kind of looks like a snake going up and down. And then I don't like the way this looks, so I'm going to go over it. Not so sure that made a big difference. But you never know until you try something, right? Okay, I could continue on for a very long time, but I know I need to come to an end. But as you can see, there is so much you can do. So with that, oh wait, let me try something else. Let's put some white inside here. Okay, I think I'm going to call it done because that's a lot. So if you can see that, it's my light isn't even on. How do you like that? I'm dealing with a lot of stuff right now, trying to overcome certain things, but here it is. And I'll probably do a little bit more playing with this, but I just want to give you an idea of what you can do just doodling and playing with watercolors. These are the Kuretakes, and this is in my sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really ask you to please hit the like and definitely the subscribe, and if you'd like to follow me, hit the bell, because YouTube is watching, and if I see people that are watching me but nobody's hitting the bell or anything, or I take that back, people are hitting subscribe and like, but I'm just asking those of you to please help me out. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.